So Rich, you guys are keeping the headquarters in London, but you are opening a new office in Berlin. Yes. Did any of this fear of talent fleeing from the UK go into this calculus?
Well, the company grew up in London. London's been a great home for Shazam, and the thing we care most about with Brexit is our team. Our team in London is from over 30 nations, and we certainly hope it doesn't cause any anxiety or issues for them. And I hope, and I've discussed with the mayor of London and others, that London's ability to attract talent from around the world is one of the things that makes it truly special, and I think makes the UK economy a great place for technology companies like Shazam. And I certainly hope as they navigate through the so-called Brexit that they are able to maintain that.
Right, there's still much navigation to be done, but in the meantime, how are you guys gearing up for the potential changes?
In the meantime, we're keeping a close eye on it, but haven't really changed any of our, the way we're doing business, or continuing to hire and retain our team in the UK.
Mm-hmm. And so Shazam has had some pretty big milestones lately, reached profitability, reached the $1 billion download mark. So what's in the works? How are you going to keep on getting more users to spend more time on the app?
Yeah, so we've got some really interesting things that we've done recently. One is that we're one of the only companies that's been integrated directly into Snapchat, and so users can now hold down the screen on Snapchat and it will Shazam and return an experience that so far users are really, really loving. And we have a lot of ideas for how to expand that. So putting Shazam places where people are, in addition to in our own apps, which have been downloaded over 1 billion times. We've also got a TV show coming, which we're very excited about. So on May 25th and every Thursday this summer at 9 o'clock on Fox will be the game show Beat Shazam, hosted by Jamie Foxx. So we've got Fox on Fox, and it's going to be an incredible modern version of Name That Tune. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope millions of people enjoy it. And a really, I think the first time an app has had a show, and we're doing it with Mark Burnett, who of course has done Apprentice and Survivor and everything. So we're really excited about that.
I'll definitely have to take a look at that when it comes out, and I'm going to turn it over to David.
Yeah, I just have a question. Shazam is one of the few companies that's really become a verb, right? And you just have done, frankly, from my point of view, even a better job than I would have guessed, not just surviving, but really thriving. And I'm just curious if you could talk about, what do you think the single thing or one or two things are that you've done that really explain this, survival and more than survival, and really getting to this new position where you're, partnering with Snap and doing a lot of really cool stuff?
Yeah, thank you for that. I think one of the things we have done is we've never taken our eye off the ball in terms of being the best in the world at getting the user what they want when it comes to music. And so every day we wake up and try to make it faster and better and more accurate and pretend like we're just getting started. We're very proud that our user ratings are at all-time highs in both iOS and Android, and that's something we watch very, very closely. And so we're just constantly trying to earn our users' love, really, and they associate our brand with magic. And so internally we talk about delivering magic together, and every day we try to deliver more magic. And I think that focus and effort has proven in terms of the sustained popularity of the service.
And Shazam seems to really have taken a lead in terms of augmented reality marketing. You've already started some partnerships. How has that been going so far? I mean, do you think consumers are actually ready to really interact in this way?
Our business model is primarily advertising, which has been a transition for us. And we launched the ability to visually Shazam things just over a year ago. And we've been watching augmented reality, and we just recently, a few weeks ago, launched what we believe is the first scaled augmented reality offering. And so now a brand can add augmented reality to any printed thing. And it's accessible through Shazam. And so there's a lot of augmented reality startups and capabilities, but there are very few that are on hundreds of millions of phones. And so we're bringing scaled augmented reality and making it easy for brands to create the experience. And so we're really excited about that. And we've got a few big campaigns coming up, and there's a lot of interest in the advertiser community as they try to figure out, what to do with augmented reality and how to bring things like packaging and print ads and other things to life.
Rich, I wanted to ask, this augmented reality thing does seem to make an awful lot of sense, because we've already gotten used to sort of pulling out Shazam to sort of find things out about the world around us. And there really aren't many other apps like that. Maybe you could say Google Maps at a larger scale. But do you think of it that way, that sort of because people already have the habit of sort of Shazamming things with audio, that they might just sort of naturally segue over to a more visual experience there?
We do. We think that Shazam and our brand and our verb, it's really a one-tap connection to the world around you, and that is mostly used for music, but we have a camera now on the home screen, and we use that to connect people to brands. And so when we partner with the brand, they will put what we call a call to action on the packaging so that the user knows to Shazam it and what they get for Shazamming it, whether it's a chance to win something, behind the scenes experience, all kinds of different things that are value propositions for the user, and then the user can do that. And we're run hundreds of millions of Coke bottles this summer, for example, and lots of printed things around the world. So we do think it's a natural extension of our use case, but still, of course, a lot of user education required.
Now, Rich, I know you get this question all the time, but the company's been around since 1999, have raised over $100 million. What's the exit plan?
So the plan is to build the best Shazam we can. We were very proud to achieve cash flow profitability at the end of last year, which is a milestone that, as you know, many startups never achieve. And one of the great things about that milestone is you really put yourself in control of your own destiny. So, cash flow positive with plenty of cash gives you a lot of choices in terms of which way you go. And in the meantime, we'll keep building the company, doing big partnerships, doing great things with brands and TV shows. And we'll see.
You were on the show not too long ago, maybe just a couple years, and you said you guys were sprinting towards an IPO. Has that thinking changed?
Well, we're sprinting towards being an IPO-able company in terms of being a strong standalone company that has predictable revenue streams and growing revenue streams and is able to control its burn rate and be profitable in its user base. And so we're always trying to be a great standalone company, and then we'll decide whether that ends up in the public markets or as part of a bigger platform. We'll see.
What do you think your investors would want?
Oh, our investors want us to build the best company we can, and I think they all appreciate how rare it is to have a brand like Shazam that is truly known and loved by hundreds of millions of people around the world, and the cost of replicating a brand like that would be well north of $100 million. And so figuring out what all we can do with this brand and build on this platform, and they're all very excited about the future.